Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Dreamfall Chapters. At the end of last episode, we left Zoe riding an Elgon out of Marcuria, heading for the Riverwood, and potentially an evil witch. And moved back to Kian and Lihko. Let's see if we should apologize or sleep.
If there was ever a time to make peace with Lihko, this is likely it. Maybe there's still a chance to create a bond between us. We're on a mission. This is neither the time nor place to make peace with Lihko. We already fight side by side. That's our bond. Besides, I'm tired.
Let's try to make peace with him.
If there was ever a time to make peace with Lihko, this... I'm sorry about your father. I know that may not amount to much now, but I was a different person then. I was blind to the possibility that there could be more than one truth. There's been so much death on the road to this place. I murdered an innocent man during my escape from Friar's Keep. He begged me to, but I still don't know if I did the right thing. When I visited his widow, she only had hate for me. She couldn't understand my reasons for doing what I did.
I think you should have explained it differently.
I watched Balse Bakim bleed to death so that I could make my escape through a blood magic portal. I still wonder if his sacrifice was worth it. Have I repaid that debt? Shepard believes so. But many thought him a better man than I, so why did he have to die? What did I gain from these actions? What did it change? What would have been different had I acted differently?
Replay the game to find out.
Choices, Lihko, they add up. My soul is heavy. The others believe me unaffected because I carry on as if nothing happened. But their faces and voices are there when I close my eyes. Those deaths never leave me. No words can undo these deeds. There are no excuses for the wrongs I've committed. But I am trying to heal the wounds I've inflicted. It's a long journey, Lihko. And
I know. When you arrived from Friar's Keep, I wanted you dead.
Really? I couldn't tell.
And people say you have no sense of humor.
They do?
We've been through much since then. I believe I know you. A little.
That's true.
You've taken up arms against your own people, risking shame, death, and your immortal soul, because you believe they're misguided. It cannot be easy being hated and feared by both sides.
That's true. It's pretty
I
accurate.
still despise you because you murdered my father. I may still dislike you because you're an arrogant and intolerant shit. But I respect you, Kian. And I trust you.
Hey, it's a start. Get serious or make light? Let's get serious. Balance has shifted.
That trust goes both ways, Lihko.
Well, I'm taking a nap. This half of the hold is mine. Stick to your side, or I may stab you in my sleep.
Fair enough.
Don't worry. I've no intention of cuddling up next to you.
Aw, but he might be cuddly.
Kian, are you awake?
An intimate moment unlocked.
I wasn't. This has now changed.
Did I ever tell you how my society views people like us?
I don't believe so.
The Dole and Tiqua consider themselves tolerant and inclusive in all matters. And yet I've always had to hide who I am from my family and friends. If they knew the truth, I'd be ostracized. Tolerance, it seems, has its limits. But in the Resistance, no one cares. This thing we share doesn't change how they feel about us. It's strange. Strange, but liberating.
With the Resistance, you are who and what you decide to be. Regardless of color and creed, gender and religion, and... I thought you loved April Ryan.
I did. I do, but not like that. She was someone I cared deeply about, and Always will. But I could never have shared my life with her. I still miss her every day. She gave me strength.
Nah, I'm going back to sleep. We have a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
A day of sitting in the dark, bickering about who passed gas?
Woo!
Like I said, a long day.
I'm surprised no one has noticed them down there. So, for those unsure of exactly what that means, they're both gay. I think it might have been able to actually get a romance option with some other choices. I think that might have required torturing that one guy. Oh, Chapter 10, Umbral. Okay. Or Umbre. That's a creepy portrait. I'm not sure I like that. That's worrying. That's really worrying. Also, I didn't realize that section with Kian was going to be so short. Well, there's a nice magical forest here, though.
Oh!
Oh, that has got to hurt. Also, her head almost hit a stone.
Fuck. Oh, I mean, that hurt.
Never trust an Elguan. Cowardly cows.
Didn't you say we could trust that?
Oh, something must have spooked it. What do we do now?
This place looks familiar. I think we're close. In fact, I think we're...
Leave! Go, or I'll call the others!
Whoa! Hey there! I'm friendly and unarmed.
You're human. You can't be Bird? Crowbird?
Hello.
I think I know who that is.
Hey, you're that fretful furry thing we met the first time we came through here. Ben Franklin.
No.
Ben Bandu. This isn't the same human who accompanied you last time.
This is my new human. She's mostly harmless.
Aw, that's...
Say hello,
wait.
Zoe. Don't be rude.
A new character unlocked. We can be suspicious.
I have no idea who or what this creature is. For all I know, it's associated with the Yaga.
No, Crow has been very, very happy to see him.
We don't have time to chat with the locals. We're on a mission. I guess... Hello?
Hello!
Hello?
It's Ben!
Hello. Are you the new Bandu Mbata?
I don't know what that is.
Bamboo... What? No, I have no idea. I'm Zoe.
You're a dreamer.
How can you tell?
So they keep saying. I'm not very good at it.
I mean, you got here.
How did you know?
We live close to the dreaming here. Her dreams surround us.
Who?
The Yaga.
Oh.
That's it. That's the one we're looking for, right, Zoe? The Yaga.
Yeah.
You're looking for the Yaga? On purpose?
Well, we need something from her.
Are you mad?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I'm not. Her, I'm not so sure about.
That's
You
fair,
know
Crow.
the Yaga.
She lives in this forest. We do not speak her name. She's mean.
I can imagine.
We need to find her right now, but we can't bring Furball with us.
Oh, don't call him that.
We'll save time if we ask the Ewok to show us the way to the Yaga.
Oh, now that's just rude, Zoe.
Teddy Bear probably knows more about the Yaga.
Zoe.
Who is she?
The Yaga? She's old. Really old. She's been around since long before my people came to this forest. Once, she had many servants. Witches, warlocks, evil ones. Like in the stories told by the elders. But her servants are all gone now. So she woke up and crossed into our world. She doesn't belong here. But she's lonely and hungry.
That is worrying.
Hungry. Great. Well, we still have to find her. She has the Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone? I've heard of the Soul Stone. The Yaga took it from the fallen fortress of her warlock.
You mean Roper Clax?
Warlock? Roper Clax worked for the Yaga?
They all did. The Gribbler, Clax, all the evil witches and warlocks of the Northlands. But they're gone now. Just like my people.
Oh.
April Ryan imprisoned the warlock and killed the witch. She saved us all. But then the Azadi came with sharp blades and metal tubes that spewed fire. They murdered most of us. Some fled east. I'm the only one left here now.
But that means some of you are still alive.
Terrible. I'm so sorry.
One day, they'll come back. All the surviving Banda. Until then, I watch over their burrows. And I sing. For them. For all of us. This soul stone. It's important?
It is.
Very.
You'll use it to fight the Azadi?
Well,
That's part of it, yes.
I guess so, yeah.
I'll take you to the Yaga. Or as close as I dare go to her lair. Anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Great. I was expecting you to say no, and by expecting, I mean hoping.
Crow.
Does the bird always speak like that?
Yeah, don't you remember?
I'm afraid so. Lead the way, Ben.
That means that the mole still has some people. Yay, there are Banda around. Well, okay, just Ben.
The Yaga's beyond the ridge. Once you cross that, you're in her realm.
You're not coming with?
Did you not hear me when I said she was hungry? No, I'm not coming with you. The walls of that place are thin, and she can smell my magic.
I think that's perfectly fair.
Wise decision, tiny man. Come on, Zoe, let's turn around and head back with Ben. Maybe catch a fat squirrel and roast it for dinner?
No.
This is what we came here for. If we don't get the soul stone...
Everyone dies, the world ends, no more Christmases, blah, blah, blah.
How do you know about Christmas?
I'm so sick of walking into one perilous scenario after the other.
But you can
After
fly.
we're done with this one, no more adventures. I swear to the feather gods of old.
You'll know you're there.
don't worry,
when
it's
you
the last
see
game,
Gribbler's
so.
old house. She was the witch who lived here before. The Gribblers served the Yaga, and that's where she came through from the beyond.
Will you wait for us, Ben?
I'll wait until nightfall. But if you're not back by then,
We're probably not coming back.
We'll be back.
And I had such a craving for crispy squirrel.
I mean, at least Crow is actually coming. Find the Yaga.
Naked, twisting branches blocking what little light there is. Check.
Yep. We got 2 new people, though. Let's go ahead and check them out. Roper Clax. Roper Clax was once a self-proclaimed evil wizard and dark alchemist who lived in a floating castle north of Riverwood. On her long journey across Arcadia to save the balance, April Ryan confronted Clax to free the wind he'd captured. To defeat him, she trapped Clax inside a calculator. After breaking out of his mathematical prison, Clax was apparently a reformed man, leaving evil wizardry behind to become a best-selling author, potions maker, and showman, and, he claimed, he harbored no ill will towards April. And I'm sure everyone who watched his play could tell that. According to his autobiography, as a child, Clax was his neighborhood's hopscotch champion 3 years running. He studied at the Alchemist's Academy, where he was a member of the Tic-Tac-Toe Club, graduating with dishonors. His secret passions are spelling and cooking. He surely harbors no dark secrets. None whatsoever. Ben Bandu. 10 years ago, Ben Bandu, a young Banda, a species derogatively called mole people by some humans, met April Ryan when she was traveling through Riverwood. April helped to free Ben's brother from captivity by defeating the Gribbler, a terrifying forest witch in service of a greater darkness. Through her selfless act, she earned herself a place of honor in the Banda tribe. Ben Bandu is still indebted to April, and he'd like nothing more than to repay her kindness and help her friends. Aww. Well, now let's hope that the mole finds Ben, because that would be wonderful.
They've got that whole normal things that should look quaint and safe except they look horrifically scary thing down to a fine art.
Yeah! I love it. Dark water?
That's a not at all reassuring shade of black. And what are those swirling things? Giant tadpoles? I don't want to know.
I want to get some out.
Even the plants down there look like dead hands wiggling their cold, dead fingers. Welcome to nature. Prepare to be terrified. That's a not at all reassuring shade of black. I'm not saying I won't cross it, but I do expect the bridge to do something terrible to me.
What else can we look at?
If this was the entrance to a haunted house, I'd say they'd gone overboard.
It's weird how the subtitles don't actually match the dialogue. Like, it's something that I expect in like a novelization that uses an early script of a movie kind of thing. Novelization of a movie that uses an early script, that happens. And certainly subtitles on dubbed films and TV shows and stuff like that can have the same thing, you know, where they need to change the dubbed dialogue to get it to look right and stuff like that. But still, like, I don't know why some of them are off here. Unless, it could be set in, you know, it could have been set early on, and then during the recording process, either there was some ad-libbing that the directors liked better, or some last-minute changes to make it sound better.
This is all very grim. I'm expecting an evil queen and a sleeping beauty at any time.
That'd be kind of cool.
Thorny bushes are never a good sign, really. There's just no place for that in a happy story.
I don't know.
Naked, twisting branches blocking what little light there is. Check.
Now, I will say that this is one of the things that I have seen already in the game. I mean, yeah, I've watched through this part. Obviously, I've taken some different choices than the Let's Plays that I've seen. And I have not seen the ending for the game at all. But this is one of my favorite parts of the game. My favorite places in the game. It looks great.
If this was the entrance to a haunted house, I'd say they'd gone overboard.
Mother of ravens! I don't feel very welcome. I mean, this isn't just a bad sign. It's all the bad signs, all at once, like a grab bag of ill omens. There are plenty of stones lying about. Let's just pick one and pretend it's the Soul Stone. It's not like anyone would know what it's supposed to look like.
I think we'd know. I think we'd know, Crow.
They've got that whole normal things that should look quaint and safe except they look horrifically scary thing down to a fine art.
Oh, these are like, carnivorous plants. I can't remember what they're called. They're not Venus flytraps. They're pitcher plants, right. Those are giant pitcher plants. Neat.
Even the plants down there look like dead hands wiggling their cold, dead fingers. Welcome to nature. Prepare to be terrified.
I like it.
I'm glad I have Crow here. Regardless of how useless he may be at times, he's still company. I'll take company over no company anytime. Crow looks paler than usual. Even his feathers are losing color. If he had a choice, I'm sure he'd fly out of here in a second, but he's sticking with me. He's braver than expected, I'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean, as much as he talks about it, he is here. He could have stayed outside. I'll give him that.
This looks like one of those pivotal moments where the audience is yelling at the heroine, "Don't go through the gate, are you crazy?"
Yeah, but we kind of have to.
Once I'm past that gate, there's probably no way back. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts.
Do you really have that many happy thoughts these days, Zoe?
This looks like one of those pivotal moments where the audience... I'm glad I have Crow here. Regardless of how useless he may be at times, he's still company. I'll take company over no company anytime.
Oh, my tiny bird heart. I have a bad feeling about this, Zoe.
I kinda do too.
Crow looks paler than usual. Even his feathers are losing color. If he had a choice, I'm sure he'd fly out of here in a second, but he's sticking with me. He's braver than expected, I'll give him that.
Well,
That's so not reassuring. And I used to like cats.
oh, there's a cat down there. Or something.
Nice kitties. Nice, red-eyed, terrifying kitties.
Is that actually a cat? Oh, I can zoom in with the scroll wheel. I swear that's a change. No, that thing has horns and a beak. That is not a cat. That is not a cat. I wonder if there are pirates out in that dark water. Oh, there's a lot of these animals here. That is also very creepy. No, I can't run. You know it's serious when you can't run.
Go. Leave. Turn around. Don't come any further. She's here. She's dangerous.
Alright, good idea. Bye. Oh. Dark cave.
Scary cave? No way to get around it? Fairy tale conventions never fail to make my life miserable. Dark, scary cave? No way to get around it? Fairy tale conventions never fail to make my life miserable.
And there's Crow over there.
I know this smell. Dog's doo-doo, incense, and rotting flesh. Smells like witches, all right. Is it
goody.
my imagination? Or is the light changing? Is it getting darker? Am I going blind? Help! Do you hear voices? I hear voices. I don't like disembodied voices. Disembodied voices are never a good sign.
I definitely heard disembodied voices. Definitely heard disembodied voices.
I think this is a warning sign. This stuff basically spells turn around, go away, death and darkness ahead. But who heeds that kind of stuff?
Yeah, never protagonists.
Dark, scary cave? This could be the world's best haunted house ride. If it wasn't all real and fucking scary. Oh, if this was a horror movie, the audience would be yelling at me to turn around and go back. Good thing no one's forcing me to do this, because... scary. I think this is a warning sign.
Well, let's keep going. Okay.
Is that where the Yaga lives? It looks like a house. I mean, a scary house, sure, but still just a house.
Yeah, something tells me that there's going to be more to it than that. There's some blue lights out there.
Is that where the Yaga lives? It looks like a house. I mean, a scary house, sure, but still just a house.
Kind of looks like it has horns, and there's a gigantic thorn bush behind it.
What's worse than a twisting path into darkness through thorny bushes and sharp, naked branches? A swamp. Of course there's a swamp.
Of course. There has to be a swamp.
The only thing stopping me from running in the opposite direction right now is knowing I'll have to pass through that cave again. What's worse than a twisting path into darkness through thorny bushes and sharp, naked branches? A swamp. Of course there's a swamp.
Let's take a look at the will-o-wisps.
They're speaking. It's freaky.
That is very unnerving.
Are those the souls of lost children? If so, this place is even more horrifying than I'd imagined.
Oh no, that is terrible.
Poor things. They're speaking. It's freaky.
Anything else that we can look at? Where's Crow gotten himself off to? Ah, we can look at the sky.
I'm pretty sure the sky didn't look like that before I passed through the cave.
No, I don't think it did.
It reminds me of story time. What is this place? Are they connected?
Huh. That is interesting, actually.
I'm pretty sure the sky didn't look like that before I passed through the cave. I feel strange. I felt this way before when I was in a coma. Inside story time. I must be on the border between waking and dreams.
That could explain, like, these spirits. They may not actually be, like, spirits. Maybe, like, trapped dreamers or something like that. But I know it's a little bit early, but I think we got some big events coming up. So we're going to have to call it an episode here. When we come back next time, we'll get in closer to the house, see if we can go inside and meet the Yaga. See you then, everyone.